one of them, you fight all of them. Hey.
What's cracking, G? It's your boy Cooper. You already know my channel about love, life, and loyalty. And I got a little information piece, a little informative piece for y'all today. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe.
They ain't let the GDs through the door, but they let Broner in. Damn, they got them GDs out there, boy.
Nigga, I'm finna go spend 100,000 on nothing, nigga.
Yeah, Jmane was kind of upset with me. He feels like I let Charleston White tear him down, and a lot of people feel like that. But Charleston White,
the same way he let Von 1700 tear me down, right? Shut his ass up. What you talking about? I ain't like that. I didn't like him playing with you, cause you let a nigga play with me. So what's that?
Y'all, let me just let y'all know beforehand, I'm multitasking right now, so I'm out somewhere. So if y'all hear people in the background, my bad. But you know, I gotta do my work any way possible and make it happen. But anyway, so we got King Yella interviewing Saycheese TV Sean Cotton, and he asked him about Jmane, and basically King Yella ends up going off on Jmane. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna just jump into the content.
Get on that motherfucker and let everybody play with your homies. You bring ops, fake ops, whatever on your platform and let niggas play about niggas that you know what I'm saying? You let Asian Dow or whatever the fuck name is, Cuban Dow go on that motherfucker and say smoking Tuka in your face. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? This shit that have to like who? You trolling me on the side of me. Like I can't just back smack your ass.
What King Yella is getting at is a really good point. If y'all ever seen FYB Jmane's interviews when he interviews with the BDs, it's always like a, you know, like a respectable, you know, we all cool, we talking, you know, how your family doing, how my family doing, what you doing to make yourself better, how's your career, oh, I like that song you put out, man, I saw that video on Instagram when you did this, okay, you beefing with him, how did he get the blase blase? But every time he with his supposed guys, he always doing this extra turned up character, just like Charleston White. How Charleston White get the hooting and hollering. Jmane do the same thing, but it's only when he with his guys. But when he get around the, you know what I'm saying, the other side, he get the character is dead. Like the character ain't really there. He just kind of like having a real subtle interview. It is weird. It makes a lot of sense where King Yella coming from. See, a lot of people that don't know the city, they don't know what it's like back home, or know like, cause you know I'm from the crib, so I grew up during all this was going on, man. I grew up during all this, so I know the whole faction of how Jmane was with all them. I was around when Jmane music was being put out, and Jmane was super 63rd crazy and dissing all the ops. I'm not saying you can't change, but why is it you more turned up on your home team? That don't make no sense. Why you turned up on the home team, but when you sitting down with the other side, you like, I'm talking to him subtle and we friends and stuff, when these are the people that y'all was warring with. But that's why everybody say Jmane wasn't one of the ones. He wasn't one of the ones out there warring. He wasn't out there at wartime. Those of y'all back home know what I'm talking about when we say wartime. But hey, man, sure. But let's get back to the content.
Hey, Jmane is BD at the end of the day, or was BD. So in reality, the truth come through jokes. Was this what you really wanted to do, Jeremiah? Is this what you really wanted to do? You played like that. Everything like that came, like, if you understand, everything he trolled with you is what his life is about now. Say the kids. Everything he put on his face is what this nigga is stuck with.
A lot of this make more sense to y'all that might not be well versed with how it works at the crib or who is what, who is who. So Jmane is from the Calumet building, the Met Boys. He BD, right? He BD. Dirk is BD. They different factions of BDs, different parts of different sections of where the BD is from. But all in all, when you want to put everything into a box, make it simplified, put it in layman's terms, he's a BD, Dirk is a BD. So if you think about it, it's a lot easier for Dirk, well, to the everyday person, it seemed like it'd be a lot easier for BDs and BDs to come together. But the way everything became with more subsets and everything broke apart from like the early 2000s, like 2008, 9 and up, with all the more like different factions, you got GDs on GDs, BDs on BDs, Stones on Stones, Lords on Lords, different people running under the same name, but not the same neighborhoods, not the same blocks, so they warm with each other. But you also got subsets, like you got some GDs that's linked up with some Almighty Stones. You might have some BDs that's locked in with some Vice Lords, you know, so it's different. But to put in layman's term, yeah, it's easier for Dirk to go link up with another BD and push peace together, rather than Dirk go get up with some GDs and be on stage together and be like, we good now, everything good, everything's cool, we good. His people might did something, my people, we did what we did, we get back is get back, you know, we basically tossed that football back and forth, it scored on each other, so let's leave it there. So that's what King Yella coming from, saying, man, at the end of the day, Jmane's a BD. So that's what he was getting at about it. But to be broad with it, it's just more to it. Like, it's back home, it ain't like that. It ain't no just because you BD, I'm BD, we friends. Like, nah, it don't work that way.
OTF. Now you with Dirk now. You realize that? Everything that went viral on your shit or whatever that people noticed this man from, it end up that shit was the power of the tongue or whatever, nigga. That shit came to reality. Everything that he manifested that shit. That's how you know it had. This wasn't no joke. This was the truth. Maybe, yeah, okay, say the kid. That probably was true. But at the time, it was, you know, trolling.
Right there, but before we get up out of here, I'm just gonna give y'all a little, break it down in layman's term what he's talking about, the manifestation that Jmane did. So about maybe 2 years ago, time been leaving me, so it might be about 2 years ago, Jmane went through something where it was somebody else. They was called Dunky, man. I still don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, man, to be honest. But this guy was able to have and take control of Jmane's original YouTube page, and he just ran off with it. Made Jmane broke. Jmane was basically was going homeless, but I don't know if he was fully going homeless. But from what it was, the interviews were like when he originally doing Saycheese, he was out there starting to struggle. But at that same time, he built this the character that he is now. He had just started building that character, so he was like making jokes about it and yelling at the camera, talking to Sean, saying, "Man, I'm out here homeless. I had to sleep in my baby's my newborn daughter's car seat that night. I ain't got no blanket, no water, no food, blah blah blah." You know, he was doing the extras on that. Then he did another interview where he had a OTF chain, and he was up there just saying, "Yeah, Dirk made me an honorary OTF member, man. I'm OTF," and he was just joking the whole interview. And then he did like some type of video where he had like the fake King Von dreads in his head and stuff, and it was just like, man, you kind of overly selling this. Like, so he had people questioning, did this man really flip sides? And Dirk said, "Hey, come over here, you with us now?" And it turns out it was all a play, a ploy or whatever, you know. But look what happened. He really was on stage with Dirk 2 years later. He really was up there hanging around a lot of the BDs 2 years later. Now he was in O Block, actually inside O Block with no static. Well, for the most part, no static 2 years later. So it was like he did manifest all of that. Now to say the kids, I remember him talking about it, but he was talking about that when he first was talking about the cereal, so I'm not sure if that's what King Yella talking about, like when he started manifesting the saving the kids of Chicago thing. I'm not sure, but I think that's what he's talking about. But anyway, man, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, man. Drop in the comments. I'm still running $10 promos, so anything you want me to shout you out, play a demo of your songs, your videos, your channels, man. Or maybe you going into being an attorney, you want somebody to take you on as their attorney, let you fight their case, man. Like, I'll promote whatever you got going, as long as everything legit, man, because that's how we rolling over here, man. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. It's your boy Cooper, my channel about love, life, and loyalty, and some homie said knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I catch y'all on the next one.
Who the fuck is this?
My end, kill a nigga playing both sides. I'm locked in, so you know that the rope tied.